that, we are back with round 4, which may be the final round. We will see, because at the moment we have 3 XOs in the standings. So Mason, our winner of last round, Paul Fallon, our winner of the earlier rounds, and Mr. James Kitty, all currently at XO. James has been paired down, so if Jack Canavan can pull off the win against James, we will be over after this round.
Jack playing Gigawall again.
With Cat 8.
Oh no. I guess we're going potentially to a 5th round.
But in the meantime, on stream, we have our boy Sammy Nash running the Fire Ice Warriors, running up against Stephen Lewis on Scions.
Absolutely, and apparently he's saying this was one that's been on before. I can't remember it, but I do love a Scions list, so...
Yeah, it looks like it's a Water Lightning Scions. So Sammy just going for a Torgal, and I imagine Torgal Bus. Yeah.
And this is your list, I believe, that Sammy Nash is playing.
It is indeed.
How much are you going to kick yourself when he does it wrong?
Absolutely 0.
Liar.
Absolutely 0.
You're a liar. Why you always lie?
Nah, it's in good hands, in Sammy's hands. I trust him.
Louis Soir, I believe.
Louis Soir. Going for an Alphino, but this is the Water Alphino. Interesting. So this is the one that's when water forwards enter the field, you can dull forwards, and also your opponent then selects one dull forward that you control and put it in the breaks in.
Yeah, I do like that, but I'm also quite partial to the slightly older one, where it's play the 4 or less Alice from
Yeah,
break.
yeah.
Love that one too.
Well, it looks like the Alphino is going straight into the bin for Leonard anyway.
Well, we're set to 3 backups already. Pretty sweet.
Yeah, Sammy, Joseph would be really nice right about now. Joseph into Minwu frees that Louis Soir, gets you to 3 backups, sets you up. That would be tasty if we've got it.
And then Orphan main 2.
An Orphan mate. Luckily, Orphan is not in the deck. And just like that, there it is. Here's the Joseph. Interesting that we've got rid of the Amaterasu, so I wonder what other fire CP we've got in hand. Because, Amaterasu is a very strong card in this matchup for when that 3 CP Ishola Legend comes down. And I can see that Steven does have it in his hand.
Yeah, absolutely. That thing will murk a lot of things
There's
out
the
there.
Minwu.
But then it's that Minwu.
Yeah, I imagine we see a freeze on the Louis Soir. Okay, going for the Lena. So obviously maybe worried about the S effect rather than sort of locking Steven out of lightning CP.
I mean, it seems a bit early to be worrying about the S effect, especially so.
Yeah, exactly. And now you've basically given Steven an out of playing this Cryo, which he wouldn't have been able to play otherwise had we frozen the Louis Soir. We'd have had to discard a lightning card from hand to have played it.
Yep. It's rare as well. We do see buffers these days in a deck, but this actually comes with a with an added bonus of a break effect. So
Yes.
I say a break effect, an effect
Yeah,
attached to it.
So yeah, increasing the damage dealt by 1,000.
That seems like it's only a combat trick though, because there's not really any on-entry damage.
Yeah, because the Ishtola's power reduction, isn't it?
Unless it's for the fire lightning Ishtola.
So
Could do 5 instead of 4.
Sammy paying 4 CP for an Emina.
There's an ice backup. I'm surprised he didn't
for
play.
ice character of cost 2.
True.
But he's probably going to grab a Torgal that you can then just... He's probably just playing sort of efficiency. He's got the Amaterasu in hand. Yeah, I don't think there's much... I think you just grab the Torgal here. But it puts you, matches you, puts you on 4 backups as well, puts you with 5 cards in hand. This Warriors list is quite reactive, so you're probably quite happy passing here. You're not under any great pressure on the other side of the board. So yeah, I don't mind that from Sammy.
Coolio. Well, where do we go now if we're Steven? Do we start applying some pressure here? Nothing to kill, so the Stola feels a bit pointless.
Yeah, I imagine we just see an Astrologian here. And then
you call it.
And Lena, Totoro, and a Odin. So I imagine the Odin will go on top of the deck. Although, there is haste in the deck. Firion and Zidane are in the Fire Ice Warriors list.
So I would still be inclined to put the Lena on there, though. It's still an EX, and potentially if you don't get hit...
Well, I'd put Lena into hand and Odin on top of deck.
Yeah. Fair point. Is that Miwa as well?
No, is it Totoro or
Oh,
Totoro?
sure, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it's doing much, and I think Stephen quite rightly is sending it to the bottom of his deck. And I imagine we're past turn, also 5 cards in hand.
Nice. So far, another gentlemanly game here, until I'm sure it goes all heavy haymakers from left to right.
So Sammy has got, definitely got at least a Jill. I mean, we would love to see Tyvus. You got to pay 5 CP for Tyvus, Sammy.
Yeah, I was going to say he's only paid 4 so far.
I'll just let me run over
Start standing up.
Yep.
Come on, boys. One of you notice it. Nope.
Oh,
Stand up. Oh, Sammy. We love you, boy. One more CP, though, if you would. There we go. Jacko pulling down the law. Tyvus is paid for. Now the question is, do we just get the Moogle? Yes, we do.
Yeah, definitely. Especially knowing what we know, which is that Odin is on top of the deck. You do not want to be playing a Firion here and running into that Odin. So
yep. So Mog is gonna get the draw, and then whenever someone tries to search, we try and punish them for it.
So
it's that very bashful Mog 6 there.
With 6 cards in hand, though.
Yeah, that is a problematic.
Nice problem to have, but you need to be careful. You don't want to get too ahead of yourself here. Sometimes, actually, the right thing to do is to discard and pass, which might seem so weird to say, but I would.
Well, that's it. Because at this point, you're either got to overpay.
That's what he's doing.
Yeah, you've either got to overpay for an LB card or play a pointless card that doesn't really do anything for you. So we draw the Odin.
And there's an Astinian there as well.
Is that the new Astinian or is that the
That is the 4 CP Astinian that's the newer Astinian.
I do, to be honest, I do love that Astinian. It puts in a ton of work. Just because it's got haste and recurs something on attack it's hard to deal with.
No, yeah. Sammy needs to discard a fire card to cast this Amaterasu, which I imagine he is about to cast.
But bam! Amat on the Alizé, no recursion. I'm guessing we would have gone after the Alphano there, right?
Yes, which is what the target was. Do we play the Astinian?
The problem is you probably crash into the Tyvus. I don't know if Sammy would... Oh, no, it'd be 9k. He's not going to block it. The Astinian here could be the shout. Pull that Alizé back. Save it for next turn.
Yeah, absolutely. Because the other options are... Astinian, and you could see an Andy Stoller on the same turn. I don't think you necessarily need to. So discarding the Odin and paying 2, so that's going to be 4 CP. So we'll see Astinian come down now.
Yeah.
And
get him again. Love this card.
So it's a 9k, and when it attacks, you get to grab something back. So
this one gets damage 3 trigger as well. Forget about that.
Yeah, which I mean he's not at damage 3, but.
But he is +1 for the crawl in the backup line. There's that Alizé back. And yet we're not going to sacrifice. Oh, that's a good hit there.
Yeah, a very fine hit indeed. Are we thinking about playing the Astola? We're going to go for the Alizé now on the Alpha there.
Well, let's get that Alphano up because I know it's one that we don't see too often. This one. So, it doesn't.
Yeah, so the Alisay dulls, and then
Yeah.
the Alphano says that you choose a dull forward you control
Yeah.
and put it in the break zone.
Goodbye, Tyrus. That was a nice way.
The thing is, it leaves us with one card in hand, so Sammy just Jill Shivers here, kills off that Alphano and Estinian, and then rips the Ishtola from the hand.
Yeah. And you
So-
gotta think that's the way we're going about this.
Yeah.
Because it will be cheaper because of Torgal as well.
Yes, absolutely. You don't want to be killing the Alisay because you just play more Alisays and then it's a problem.
Oh, here we go. There's the Jill. So gonna get.
Oh, we're going after the Alisay
Oh, I don't know about this one, Sammy.
because I think that is the first copy of Alisay that we've seen.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, we are gonna lose out on this Ashtor that's in hand as well, which is a big consequence. Very nice for Sammy, but again,
Yeah.
getting rid of the Alisay is rough. No, and that was a good hit though.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, some sort of semblance of stability regained for Sammy. Looks like we've drawn a Graha Tia, so we could actually Graha Tia Alisay Ishtola.
No, we can't. Doesn't the Mog stop there?
But yeah, isn't he'll try to do it. Do you pay and then on the stack can you Mog?
It's this one.
So you may pay X, and then when you because it's when you do so
Yeah.
search, so you can after the X is paid, you then do the Mog.
I'm surprised we still went with that as an option, but it is a big beefy 10k.
So yeah, it's a really nice from Sammy there. Good response to that Grahatia.
So-
Clive would be real good right about now if we've got one. We haven't seen any yet. Yeah, it doesn't look like we've got it, but yeah, a Clive into Ifrit would be a really nice. Even just an Ifrit, I would probably. We can't do that, Sammy.
They're both names. Yeah, looks like they've already taken it back. Tried it, didn't work. That is unfortunate. But yes, they are still both name cards. Priming is funny. So what's our backup option here, Sammy?
What's that?
I said, what's our backup option if we're Sammy?
I mean, it looks like he was getting ready to pay 4, which implies it might be a Clive. Which, if it is Clive, I would have just.
Yeah, you would never play the Jill first.
Unless
right?
he Victoria's the Alphano.
Yeah, I mean, we don't have cards in hand, so...
You could Victoria the Alphano, start to develop some board presence. The fact that we haven't seen it makes me think, okay, we haven't got Clive or Ifrit. It's not the end of the world. So paying 8.
Some
What in
big-
our deck costs 8 CP?
Why?
Why have we paid 8?
Sammy?
I mean, I'm not going to go over there because you are allowed to
Yeah.
overpay by 1.
I mean...
Yeah. So yeah, you just 10k the Grahatia and then attack.
Oh, and an S effect.
Don't need to S effect here.
Um,
What about the if for entering?
yeah. Is it a
And
May?
just choose one. Choose one for
Yeah.
it's not a May.
Some funny things. Hey there, John. Welcome back. Yeah, it's had a couple of mistakes so far, but all in all, good, clean fun. Hope Worlds was kind to you, and that you had a good time over there.
It was 11k.
What?
He chose the same target twice because it's 11k.
Oh Oh yeah, of course it would be. Yeah.
because of the buff,
Wow. Yeah, of course.
and then no cards to discard. So yeah.
Well, the world we live in, where
Oh
Ryle-
no, Lev 6 was the next card.
Oh,
Lol.
problem is now Ifrit is kind of run wild here if we don't do anything about it.
What options have we got in LB? Cloud does nothing. Tidus does nothing.
So John's saying he went X and 3 at Worlds, first time there. But hey, man, you got that.
Hey, X and 3 is a very, very respectable score.
Yeah.
Very respectable score. So kudos to you, John. Thanks for tuning in as well.
Yeah.
Great to have you back in the country.
And the fact that you were obviously one of our long-time viewers, we were always cheering for you.
Yeah,
too,
yeah. I
so-
watched the game. I went back and watched the game, John. So, and in the meantime, we are Astrologian digging for more help.
And it didn't look like we got any.
Doesn't look like we got it.
I mean, could we have potentially Luna Freya DX to try something here?
Yeah.
I don't like. Again, you're leaving it up to the will of the deck, but
Yeah, John. There's a good reason why I sort of cut off my sentence after being like, "I watched a stream game," and then didn't say anything else. But no, all in good jest. So it looks like Steven's going to keep digging. Leo is going to draw. Okay, so we've drawn a second copy of Irvine.
that's an
So that is Irvine SFT, which we now don't have the CP to do right now, but the option is there. But am I right in thinking it's 5 or less?
Oof. Now I think you might be right on that, but
Which is not going to be doing much against 2 7 CPs. 5 or less?
5 or less. Yeah,
Very
you're right.
So we've got the Firion in hand, and we've got a Mog 6 in hand as well. So we could actually feasibly play one of the two of these. I'd actually be more inclined to play the Mod 6 than the Firion. I mean, if it's going to come in regardless, chump block with the Leo.
Yeah, you absolutely might as well there.
Then Shiva comes in, hits a Alice.
That is a pretty good hit if
That
you're
is
Sammy.
a fine hit indeed. And I think we are going to see the Mog come down here. That we are, and draw a card.
It's going to make it very much harder for Steven to get back into this one now.
Yeah, absolutely. So, okay, we've drawn another copy of Alice and a Shin Ryu. But the thing is, we've got Mog 6 on board.
Yeah. I mean, did we get rid of any of the copies of Irvin? Or do we just throw it out there and S-effect the Mog for giggles?
No, I think you maybe Irvine and then, or do you Alice your Stoller? It's going to deal 8k. Can we feasibly get something else on board?
I don't even think... I think Irvin S-effect the Mog, get an attack in. I mean...
Let's be Alice Alpha no, but even then, it's like...
Alice Alpha No is better, because at least the Alpha No will get rid of one of the bigger guys straight away.
Yeah.
And then you can hold the Astola.
But if you're Sammy, you probably just get rid of the...
Well,
We got Amat.
We're flexing an Amat. Do we have an Amat? We have no Amat. Alpha No Alizé on the board. Choose a doll thing and put it in the bin if you would, please.
Sure, you choose a Shiva here. Surely you choose the Shiva, because then you can just cast another.
Oh, unless he's got Clive in hand, perhaps? Didn't look like it. I could be wrong, though.
That is surprising.
Roos, yes, there will be streams next week, I believe, but I won't be here.
Is the Pope Catholic?
Yeah.
Yes, he bloody is.
Don't forget, we are on the road to Winter Cup now, guys, so...
Get on the train. One-stop shop.
hopefully weekly streams. And I believe it will be Jacko, followed by my partner in crime for Winter Cup, which will be Jack. So
Yes, indeed. So Jaxie is going to be your co-commentator for Winter Cup. As in true winter fashion, I will be not in the country for Winter Cup.
Oh, that's convenient.
What a shame. I'm going to be in the Canadian skiing sanctuary.
Bloody rich people.
Oh, mate. I've had to sell my kidney to go on this trip, but it was my 30th birthday present to myself.
I thought you were going to say your 30th kidney. I'm like, mate, what are you into?
I just harvest.
Also, you're only 30?
Only 30.
Thanks for making me feel old.
Wow, that's the nicest thing someone said to me all day. I thought I felt old when Kitty was like, turned 28 the other day. I was like, you're only 28?
I'm closer to 40 than... sad.
Right. Sammy, what's it going to be? We've got a Tyvus in hand. I'm still a bit shocked that we chose to get rid of the Ifrit rather than the Shiva. So Tyvus is going to come down. What do we get here? You could get Axstar. I mean, is it good in this scenario?
I mean, it's a kill. Potentially, if we get 2 kills
Yeah,
here.
Ward I prefer. For sure, I prefer Ward.
The problem is that you don't really want to kill the Alizé again.
Yes, you do. It's the last copy. Isn't it?
No, I think we're still got one more.
Oh, I think it's the last copy.
Actually, no, I think you're right. Yeah, we got 1 in damage.
Yeah.
I think you're right. Can we get a second kill? Because if we can get a second kill, we could also force a discard here as well, which would be quite nice.
That would be really tasty. Really tasty indeed.
This is where we find out he actually has Axstar in hand. And
Yeah. Shiva's going to come in. Take the damage. It's Sasara.
It's okay. We don't want that damage.
So
Well, that card in hand anyway.
we've got Joshua in hand. Are we going to play Joshua? No, I think we're just going to pass turn. But I think next turn Joshua Phoenix is definitely on the cards. The thing is, it's getting closer and closer to Steven's out being Shinryu, and Sammy just licks his lips.
Until the time where he
mogs
does
it.
it, and then he's already got 2 in hand. I'm not sure if the deck is playing 3 or not. You'd like to think so,
Yeah.
but...
I wonder, I mean, what ways have we got of dealing with this Mog? We've got Thancred, so 7 CP Thancred could be an option here. Problem is, if Sammy, I don't know if he has it, but it's a very all-in play, and if Sammy does Amaterasu.
I mean, could we not just Lena S effect here?
Okay, so we're playing an Urianger. So is this look at the top 5, is it? Or top 4?
Oof.
I don't think I've seen this Urianger backup, so looks like we're getting the Tartaru. So reveals top 4 cards, add 1 Scion onto your hand, others bottom. So it looks like we're getting the Tartaru.
That seems like a risky play when we could have Leonard Est into...
Y'shtola.
Yeah, kill the Mog, and then we...
And then if your board gets nuked, you can Shinrai.
Yeah.
And then we're going to Thancred.
Because now this doesn't have haste, right? As well, so it's just a...
So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 4 water backups. So do we target the Alizé?
I mean, now do we get the Y'shtola? I mean, Steven's built a board out of nothing here. I don't hate it, but you've got to kill that Mog. You just have to. Now we can at least give the Thancred haste, though.
Interesting that they're killing the Jill Shiva. I don't know how many Jill Shivas we've got through, but
Well, give the Thancred haste.
and then we attack with Thancred, and then
Choose 1 active forward. You've got to pick the Mog. You pick the Mog just in case.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we could kill the Tyvus.
And we are
And
killing
we
the
are
Tyvus.
killing the
Okay, so
Tyvus.
we're not worried about the Mog, it would seem. Sammy going to take the damage.
It's a Saz.
Never punished.
Thing is, now he's going to search the Amaterasu. It was like, he wish he'd had 30 seconds earlier.
Yeah, exactly that. Let's just see if I can see what time we got on the board.
Have we got no targets left?
5 minutes and 20 seconds on the round. I don't think we're going to see this one do anything but go to time.
I mean, I think Sammy does have Clive, so we can I think we'll probably see Clive next turn. Clive Ifrit. Although we've seen 2 Ifrits go.
I think so.
Because
yeah.
we saw Ifrit and then S effect straight on the stack.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Okie
I'm very surprised. We probably could have done another attack there, but
so we're gonna Joshua. Gonna send Ifrit into deck.
I suppose that's one way if you've got the Clive, because we can still play it. We don't have to worry about the correct CP because of Torgal.
Yep, absolutely. And then I guess you go after the Ishtola.
Yeah,
now
that first, definitely.
And then
Here
4 CP.
It's got to be the Clive, hasn't it?
And there's the Clive.
And do we have 2 more? Any 2 CP at this point, right?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah.
Again, this is why I think you should have probably have gone after the Mog. Because if we have taken out the Mog here, no matter how much we lose now to this priming, we still got Shinryu as our backup.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
I don't think we would have quite... Well, we don't have the CP right now, but...
So he's still having a bit of a think here about what we want to discard. Yeah, so discard the Torgal. And then go into that Ifrit.
Conveniently on the bottom of the deck.
Yeah.
Offer your opponent the cash, Sammy.
You have to shoot the Ishtola, and then... And then when you attack, I guess the Alphino probably blocks so that the Thancred lives.
Well, I mean, you might as well, because at least you can keep your Thancred.
Yeah, I mean, if you're Sammy, don't forget, you've also got the Minru, so you can dull freeze that Thancred should you need to.
Yeah.
We've got a few cards to play with, and you do have the Amaterasu in hand. But the problem is that Thancred is a 9k, so it would survive the Amaterasu.
So, probably getting close to time as well. I'm not going to stand back up because...
I mean, this Alphino is 9k, right? It's getting you 2k from being at damage 3, and then 1k from the Cryol. So I don't know if he was thinking about doing a Victoria before. So yeah, so here comes the Ifrit. So yeah. And Alphino dies. Then Ward is going to come in. It's a Cryol.
No EXs.
And then Mog is also going to come in. No EXs. Hits a Thancred. So he's got Steven to 5. I don't think we should do much else here, Sammy. Just pass to the turn. We know he's got Amaterasu in hand. He also has Minru available to dull freeze.
Yeah, I don't... Oh, he's drawn the other Shinryu.
The problem is he's not got enough.
No. No, he needs to lose another forward, doesn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Not enough.
No.
Because the Shinryu is going to cost 5, but even if it costed 2, it wouldn't be enough. Because he needs the extra 2 CP because he's not going to be allowed to search because of Mog 6.
Well, that's it. I feel like this should have been where we should have taken out the Mog. We would have had the Shinryu as backup. Yes, we probably still wouldn't have gotten the Surge because of the Amat, but it would have meant, like, right now, we could have played this.
Mm. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. So. So having a think. So the Estinian is an option here, which is what we see. So the Estinian is going to be an. Does it get a power boost? So it's going to be.
Yeah, and it gets one more for certain damage.
So it's a 10k.
Yes. This guy, yeah, damage to you +1. So he is 10k, not 9.
Just because they've got dice, shall I go correct them? Because the Joshua should only be 3 and the Estinian should be 10. I don't. It's one of those awkward things. I'm like, is it? It's not.
I mean,
it's actually not an official ruling.
Yeah, so I would say no here.
Yeah,
but
it's not official.
Oh, he dull freezing.
Yeah, he's done on freezing the Thancred. Yeah.
Okay, so the least that the Estinian can get an attack off still.
But the thing is, what are you going to do? Because you got double Shinryu in hand.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, that is true.
And if Sammy just draws a Clive,
can't play the Clive.
No, but it's S effect.
Oh yeah,
Hit
sure, of course, of course. It doesn't look.
Or
like
even better, if we got Jill. Do we draw Jill?
Doesn't look like he's drawing the Clive though. Well, we are on time.
Oh, so it looks like we're going to.
I believe Stephen would have been turn 0 on this one.
So we are at time.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be over. So this would be turn 1. But so yeah, and then Zidane is going to come down.
Yeah, I think this is over.
So Zidane comes down. He's going to reveal to him double Shinryu.
Yeah. Sweating bullets now, Sammy? I don't think so.
I'd just leave him. Leave him.
Keep him. You're going to win this turn anyway.
He's going to.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'd have just left him.
Yeah. I suppose at the end of the day, though, if anything does happen to go wrong here, it does mean you're not going to get board wiped, but... That's damage 6. No,
he's got reveal again on the Zidane.
Yep. As if in the last death throes of the game, Jacko has to go running. Yeah, it looks like they're fixing it. That's good. So reveal first. Problem is, I mean, I feel like this is a bit harsh now because we know it's not. He's going to draw dead and. But that'll go to your hand. Then damage. No EX though. Still nothing. 6.
So you attack with Ifrit.
Yeah, got the block. It is gonna trade though, because that Estinian is 10k. Trade with it. Trade with it. Estinian blocks.
I mean,
it doesn't matter.
It
It's
doesn't
10k anyway. It's already 10k, so you're fine. Doesn't matter.
Then you just attack with Ward, and then attack with Mog.
Yep. Attack with Mog, sacrifice it, yeah.
Yeah,
there it is.
Hey,
well played by Sammy.
Nice round.
So, guys, not sure if we are going to get a 5th round. We will not have time for a interview, so we will do a quick bit back, and we'll be back with you when we know what's going on.
See you shortly.